Yeah, you're witnessing snow. This is snow around me on the windshield and everything. It's April 30th. I know you're seeing this in May, but I can't believe it. April 30th, and we actually had a snowfall last night. Unbelievable. Well, anyways, we're on our way to the Goodwill bins right now, hoping to find things to resell on our eBay store and also get away from all the construction renovations going on in our house right now. We are getting our carpets ripped out in replacement of some nice like hardwood flooring. I think it's vinyl actually. Yeah, not a big fan of the carpet. The cats have been ripping up like crazy, so they're gonna be upset that the carpet's gone, but at least we're gonna be happy because it's gonna be a lot easier to clean and not a lot of dust because the carpets are like dust magnets. With that being said, enough about the renovations. Let's talk about the Goodwill bins and let's get some great scores today to add to our massive eBay store. There's some plushie bins that were left here. That Pikachu, we're gonna leave that because this tag is cut. This tag is cut on the Squirtle as well, but these are a little more unique to find. They're also from the 90s. Check this out. I found this. I was like, that's a kind of cute little sandwich. I looked, I'm like, the tag's on there. Unusable weight jelly cat. Flip it over. Yeah, this is a jelly cat, guys. New with tags, so that's awesome. We're definitely going to pick this one up. So decent scores at the beginning of the day, hoping that something else really piques our interest. But yeah, it's going to be a while. There's like no crates out on the side. As I say that, I found another tiny jelly cat. Really small jelly cat here. Nice pink dog. I don't know if this is supposed to be pink or someone washed it. It went from like white to pink, but not bad. Tiny little jelly cat, adding this to the pile as well. We actually never stayed long at the Goodwill bins today. We did end up finding a few items here and there that you're going to see in the video, but really what comes later is more interesting. Grabbed a bunch of stuff. I don't know if you guys saw, but we had a decent clothing bin where I ended up grabbing nice Ghost Rider Huff Marvel sweatpants, and I researched them. They sell for like $30+. Nice vintage Hanes sweatshirt here, nice crew neck. Some My Little Pony dolls here. And then we also got this Magic the Gathering mixed with a bunch of other random trading cards inside this pack. It says $2. Someone must have tried to sell us at the yard sale, didn't sell, and then ended up going to the Goodwill bins. We also grabbed this right here, which is interesting. It's a nice artifact, 2007-2008 hockey upper deck sealed pack. Well, it's not the best condition blister, but it says it's sealed. Oh my god, in fact, the pack looks like it's ripped open. Holy crap. Oh, never mind. There you go. It's not sealed. What an idiot! I had to head to get some work done, but my wife stayed at the Goodwill bins because she was scheduled to do a tour of the back of the Goodwill bins, which is fascinating. I wish I could have done it with her as well, but unfortunately, maybe I'll do it again another day, though I do have some great footage. I'm gonna leave some of it unedited so you guys can see on your own. I know it's gonna be a little difficult to actually hear because there's a lot of stuff going on and the people talking at the Goodwill bins who are working there, they don't have a mic on them or anything like that. So I'll try to do the best I can with the audio, but I wanna leave some of it unedited so you guys can see what's going on and how they actually organize the Goodwill bins in the back and what actually happens to this stuff. Do they throw it away? Actually, no, they don't. Everything is recycled or repurposed.
This way, I'll get you guys west as we're going to be spending a lot of time on the floor.
Okay.
Bric-a-brac. A lot of people that you will be seeing that are working, we call them processors. So they go through different types of products, right? So you will see that we have box for accessories, so if they're ripped or broken, we'll sort them out. We won't throw it outside because no one's gonna buy it. Or our purse. Same thing, it goes with single shoes, so you'll see that we have shoes for
that's why.
And we actually have a program we have partnered up with. What they do is basically they match another shoe with it, and so other people in needs. So, they just don't get up being in the landfill. This is one of the most common things. I think there was a survey done in 2024 that an average Canadian owns around about 25 pairs of shoes. So, it's one of those things that end up being in landfill extremely. I'm also a victim of that. I have 20 pairs. It's just you gotta have pair for pretty much every sort of clothing.
That's something we always wonder. Anybody who shops out there wonders, where's the other shoe?
Yeah.
And then we have something called like So a lot of amping keys as well too really tends to help from our single pair shoes as well. The pair shoes definitely when we go through sorting area and bidding throughout the outlet store, we do send it to our partners who actually are low income and they tend to benefit from it. So people who are doing overall work, their first job, maybe you're Ukrainian, you're from Afghanistan, you're from Sri Lanka, we tend to repurpose them to it. So sometimes
That's good.
and we have people sometimes buying in bulk and selling it, so it's again a lot cheaper than what we pay for our base price. Come down here. Audiovisual, so we have CDs. So I mean, some of you might be from that era. I'm from where the CD was. So a lot of our CDs do get customized too, but we do have people that actually works in DIY projects. So what they do is they buy bulk of these and they break it down and they make like chandeliers out of it or just the lights, and we have some freelancer people that actually do that, and the art is just like phenomenal, like it's beautiful. So again, pots, cutlery. So the way our overall sorting that happens from stores is we need to get here and we sort it out in a way that if it's going out, it's going out on boats for people for easier access. So we don't just throw everything out that everybody picks it. We love to sort it out in a way that is easily accessible. And then if you guys look right behind us is books. So we do our own recyclable paper. We have actually have a partner who actually takes paper and basically recycles it. So we're just not throwing in waste management, because I think that when we started our operation, the biggest problem or opportunity we had was waste management. Like, you guys are dumping too much in the waste. Like, what are you guys gonna do? As far as the machine works, that's the only option that they have in the class, and it just so all they have to do is just have to make sure they're passing it on the right time, they're doing things what they work. That's what our customers do.
Trying to look if there is anything good in there. It's going to be compressed.
Let me add it. I'll find good stuff in there.
Some of the stuff that you guys see already shrink wrapped is ready for our partners to take away. So they already have the opportunity. So the stuff that's been shrink wrapped is pretty much ready to go for our partners. They already been to the store. They already been tipped. So these are things that just go out to our partners. And our partners and vendors are very, very different. They could be anywhere from Colombia, they could be anywhere from Edmonton, they could be anywhere from Saskatchewan. Really depends like what people are wanting to buy. Ready?
These are all split into different categories.
Exactly, and then they're bought by the weight. So that's what it is. Usually most of our clothing that gets compressed here ends up being here. And we have some.
It sounds like a really amazing program. So yeah.
I thought you guys were all new students or something.
These are some leaders. They are some of our social influencers and someone who really want to take interest in what Goodwill does. So they want to see the behind the scenes. So
Nice.
tell us what your day look like in a day.
Well, I work with volunteers that are disabilities, and we basically take furniture that's broken or kind of tossed aside, and then we kind of rebuild it to something nicer. Like, there's a kind of a half example right there, like that table.
The one right.
We also have
Yeah.
most of this.
Is this one? And then this is kind of what we do there. So we just kind of modify it a bit. And then
This would have been its own video, but there wasn't a lot of garage sales to go to this day at this community yard sale. We did go to all the houses that we saw setting up, and we went really early to try to get those early bird sales. Now, I was trying something different just because of the way the eBay store has been changing and evolving. We've been selling video games more than anything else. I'd say at least 50% of our sales now are video game related, even though video games maybe only take up 25% of our eBay store's inventory. So very excited to try this out. This is something I actually learned from Chase After the Right Price. He has another YouTube channel and he does mostly video game stuff. It's actually a really big YouTube channel. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out down below. I'll actually maybe link it down below in the description as well of this video. But essentially you want to go, even if there's no video games that are actually left out, you might as well ask what can hurt. Maybe you'll leave with some great video game. So we tried that out at a few yard sales at the beginning of the day and we had no success. Just, you finished setting up?
Yeah.
You don't have any like toys or video games? Most of the yard sales had things priced not very good. There was one place that had a Lego set. It was like an opened Lego buildable figure. It was a Star Wars buildable figure and it was $20. So that right away just made me want to just leave. But I did check out a few things here and there, checked out some toys and some rummage bins, but ultimately there just wasn't really anything at that particular sale. This next sale is the most interesting. Now, I tried the power of the ask at this sale because I noticed something there that really caught my attention. They had a Rock Band set up there and a few games on Nintendo Wii, nothing really good. However, because of that, I asked if she had any other Nintendo Wii games that she was selling. You don't have any more Wii stuff, do you? And after waiting for a little bit, she came back with a stack full of video games, 3 to be precise. Super Smash Bros., a Need for Speed game, and a Zelda Twilight Princess game. Unfortunately, the Smash Bros. Game did not have its disc inside, but the Zelda one did. So I was super excited about that. So we picked up that and the Need for Speed for $3 a piece. $6, not crazy good deals out there today, unfortunately, but it's just the start of the yard sale season. So if you're just joining the channel now, stay tuned. There is going to be amazing yard sales, hopefully in the future. Well, there you have it, back at home. Probably one of the more interesting videos we've done on the channel. We showed you guys a bit of the back of the Goodwill bins, which I hope you guys enjoyed. We also showed you some of the stuff we do at the Goodwill bins, and then we took you to a yard sale, the first yard sale of the year. I don't know, after I edit this video, this might be the longest video I've ever done on this channel, maybe nearing even 20 minutes. I don't know, it really depends on how I edit it. That is for later though. Now let's talk about everything that we actually got from the Goodwill bins and the yard sale. Okay, so here it is. This bag was just like a nice freebie bag that they gave you if you did the tour. Pretty nice. My wife was on that tour. She really enjoyed it. She got an interesting look at the process, and she says, yeah, when it comes to toys, a lot of it is like they get trucked in at some point. This interesting cookies there. Nice little container for nice drinks and stuff, maybe coffee in the morning, iced coffee. But basically, they get stuff in like the days of usually, and it's from these massive Goodwill trucks, and they'll come with containers either from stores or from like donation centers, and then they bring it to the bins and they end up putting it out. So when it comes to toys, it really was eye-opening, and maybe getting toys or hoping for media is kind of like a long shot sometimes. We've actually gotten pretty lucky, all things considered. It usually should just be like, for the most part, clothing. I think that's like 90% of the donations that they actually get is probably clothing. Anyways, with that being said, guys, let's go over everything that we got here. Let's start with the bins. Nice vintage Ernie Sesame Street shirt here, not bad. It is also single stitch. We got this nice vintage Batmobile here. Might look a little familiar, right? Yeah, except this one is more complete. So I don't know, I might sell this one. It's just gonna be for parts. If I can get like 10, 15 bucks for this, maybe at a toy show, I'll be happy with that. We also have a few other toys here. 2 Star Wars toys. This one is a Clone Wars figure, unfortunately missing a hand. Another Clone Wars trooper as well. And then we got Anakin Skywalker there. Found a minifigure missing its hair. Kind of interesting. Nice little My Little Pony there. This game is surprisingly worth like between $30 to $50. I was kind of in shock. Decent condition. Does have those recycled eBay Games stickers, unfortunately, the GameStop ones. So I don't know if that's really good, but it does come with this manual as well, so not bad. That'll be a good listing on eBay. We got some nice vintage Pokemon and Digimon toys. Nice Pikachu there. And then we got a nice Agumon, and I can't remember the name of this one right now, but if it comes to me, I'll let you know. But they are vintage, as you can see here. Bondi 1999 China. We also have a vintage Tomy Pikachu. I actually had this as a kid, so this is kind of wild to see this one. I don't know, you never know. Something like this, even though it's small, could sell for like 10 bucks on eBay. Someone's really looking for one of these, and you're like, shipping isn't too crazy, and in proximity to like the closest person that's shipping this item on eBay, could sell. We also got some stuff from yard sales. Probably the best scores were these video games Actually, this game specifically is like a $20 to $30 game. It is complete in box as well, and I checked the disc, it is really nice. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. This, unfortunately, for Wii is not worth a lot of money, but if you had this for GameCube, you're looking at some serious money. We have Need for Speed Carbon as well. It's also complete in box, maybe about a $10 game. Then we got these for $1, all of them. Not in the best condition. I don't even know what I'll do with this. I might just lot them up and do like $20 anime books, Naruto, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Shaman King. I don't know. Maybe they'll sell. But all things considered, we spent about, what was it, $6 for the games, $1 for the books, $7, and I think we spent $5 on everything else at the Goodwill bins. So, I mean, we spent $11 in total. So I think it was a decent few days of buying for the eBay store. Anyways, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. And with that being said, guys, remember, may your carts always be full.